In the first video, we used the Azure Portal to create an availability set into which we deployed a Windows Server 2016 virtual machine. In our second task, we will now deploy a second virtual machine into our previously created availability set. However, this time we will be utilising Windows PowerShell. Now, there are quite a few PowerShell commands involved in the creation of this VM. Now, I am not an expert with PowerShell, and I probably would not use this method in a real-world environment unless there was a specific requirement or need. I would create the VM using the portal or by using templates, which I will demonstrate in the next video. Now, the exam will include some PowerShell, so we do need to cover this. We should all really be trying to improve our PowerShell knowledge at every turn, so it's ultimately worth looking at. Now, this is not a PowerShell tutorial, but we will see how good you are with copy and paste. Okay, so if we go to the Cloud Shell, this little icon up here, if you get an error here, it means that you've not connected to a file share. So just accept the defaults when you're prompted. I've already done this. You must connect the Cloud Shell to a file share before you can utilise this. Okay, so again, all I'm going to be doing here is just copy and pasting the commands to create this VM from a document. Again, I'm going to put these commands beneath the video. Bear in mind, if you've not chosen the same naming convention as me, you'll have to edit some of these commands to add in the names of your availability set and your VM. Okay, so first of all, we're storing some variables here. Okay, and we're going to then set the target for our resource group and the location for said resource group. Okay, so far so good. And we're going to grab this next command. Let's just make sure we can see the full command here. Designate the variables for the availability set, the virtual network and the subnet. Okay, and down to the next command, which will create a security group, a public IP and a network interface that will be used by our virtual machine. Okay, and let that do its thing. And then we can move down to the next command, which is going to set the administrative details for our login for our VM. Just give this a wee minute to complete. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to blur this part out so you don't see my credentials here. So I'm just going to paste this command in. Again, you'll get these commands beneath the video. Everything we're doing here is exactly what we did in the first video. We created the VM using the portal. All we're doing now is creating a very similar VM using PowerShell. It's just a longer process. Okay, so next command. We're storing some further variables, and this will allow us to get our image, our operating system image. And next we are going to configure our disk. So if you're following along, just copy and paste these commands beneath the video in the order presented. Okay, and we are now going to set our properties for our VM. So there's a number of commands here. And finally, the last command is to actually deploy our VM. And it really is that simple. Okay, now this will take some time. I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back when it is installed. So you can see that we have now installed our virtual machine. If we go back over to our dashboard here and click on virtual machines, you will see that we have successfully created our second virtual machine. The first one was created with Azure Portal and the second one was created with PowerShell. In the next video, we're going to look at a third way of deploying VMs, virtual machines, into Azure. We're going to deploy two virtual machines using an Azure Resource Manager template.